Breaking news out of Webster right now. Lake Road, there's been a shooting. 2 firefighters have been killed.
I heard pounding on the door, and I saw 2 guys. I knew something had happened, and they said, he's okay, but he has been shot. I don't think I'll ever forget those words.
Firefighter Hofstetter came in first. Mr. Hofstetter sustained injuries mainly to his pelvis.
One of the bullets had settled right next to his lower aorta, and that's why they had to rush him in, because they were afraid that it was going to move and that could be fatal. My son called me from the ambulance to tell me goodbye, really. I mean, to tell me he was okay. But he did say, if anything ever happens, Mom, just know that I love you. I guess it was so urgent that they get him into surgery, and but they did allow me to just speak to him and hug him before he went. Dr. Sangosanya took us into this room, it was just the family, and explained where the bullet fragments were, the shattered pelvis. It looked like a snow globe. He was very thorough and answered all of our questions. I just prayed to God not to take him from me, because I knew that we had already lost 2 friends, and I didn't want to lose my son.
Immediately following his surgery, he came up to the ICU, where I took care of him that day, that Christmas Eve.
Dave Smith was my nurse that first day. He was just so attentive and you know, so caring, and just in terms of just watching pain management and everything that the nurses do, you know.
I think he was instrumental in getting him to a good place in recovery, because Joey connected with him.
My nurse that night, Nate, went to great lengths to help manage my pain.
I remember him waking up and calling me in, and said he was having a lot of pain.
It was unbearable. It was one of the worst pains of my life. My leg was hurting. It just felt like somebody was just stabbing me over and over again with a knife in my thigh. He got me through it, and I definitely appreciated that. I was able to actually get a decent night's sleep, which I needed at that time, I think.
The care at Strong was every day, it was better than the day before. It was just incredible. It was almost as if my son was their only patient. That's what it felt like.
Sometimes you just need somebody to be there, you know, to hold your hand and to show that they care and lift your spirits a little bit. It's gonna be okay, and you know, we'll get there together.
My goal is to go back to full duty at work as soon as possible and be back in the fire truck as a firefighter, and to get my old life back where I could run and hike and work out all the time. I go to physical therapy twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday, and it is the highlight of my week.
His goal to return to the Rochester Fire Department from day one has been his driving factor. Joe's got to be able to climb stairs with weight, climb ladders with weight.
When you go to a fire, that's, I think, the hardest anybody will work physically for 2 hours. It's incredible, and you have to have the physical strength to do that. I look forward to seeing Tim's smiley face every Tuesday morning, showing him the progress I've made, because he gets excited right along with me. Talk about encouraging, it's very encouraging. I remember the first time I walked in, walking and texting on my phone at the same time, he busted my chops. He's like, okay, well, if you can pull that off, we're gonna really work you today, you know?
It's not a job, being a firefighter. It's a passion, it's a love. Joey's wanted to be a firefighter ever since he was probably 4 or 5 years old. Every time the alarm went off, he would make a beeline for that window so that he could watch.
I feel very lucky and blessed and fortunate. Obviously, that was a horrible thing that happened. It was a negative act that's just been followed by one positive thing after another. The police officer that was there that morning helping us out, to the ambulance crews, to the doctors and nurses at Strong, to my family that was supporting me all along the way, and my friends. They're all heroes. When you care about somebody that much and support them that much, that's heroism, you know.